right here.
Should we start by all chugging a beer? Oh.
I got your back now.
As I'm drinking my soda.
I'm not to be responsible.
I'm not chugging that.
You just burped and it was awesome.
No, it wasn't a burp. I just went.
Yeah, if we do this, we can still all fit in, and you don't have to scrunch if you don't want to. But you guys do
I
look
totally
cute.
want to. Oh, half-ends. Here we go.
Was born ready.
Born ready. Born Irish.
I was born
Time
Irish.
to get lucky.
I was born screaming and covered in blood, and I'm willing to go out the same way.
Whoa, that's kind of intense. Kind of like 10,000 cocks.
You should add naked to that.
Oh boy.
Screaming naked and covered in blood.
I came into this world screaming, naked, and covered in blood, and I'm willing to go out the same way.
All right. Well, let's fire this bitch up.
Yep.
We have a real leader!
It's your boys and I am Jay, we shut it down, man. A comic book look, invading your town. Keep it comics, and let the beer flow. Be so global, since our premiere show. Riverdale Studios on fire, we don't know where to park. Technology and booze, it's like we're rolling out like Tony Stark. Skylar, Tom, and John, we the bestest. Swag so villainous, so please arrest us.
Welcome to a comic book look, everyone. It's your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry you want. You got it. My name's John, a.k.a. Jonica Lewinsky, the way I blow a bill at the comic book counter. What?
Oh, love that one.
Tom Devine over here. There can be only one ponytail extraordinaire. What is going on? Skylar, Mr.
Bringing my
1080.
green.
Yes,
Party.
Shamrock Shades extraordinaire. It's making us look so fresh, so crisp. The way he flips an image. And of course, you guys, very special guest over here. The comic book Romeo, the fourth elements. And finally, we have equality on the couch.
Oh. That's right. That's right, though.
It's a 50-50 ratio up in this bitch, you guys. It's our St. Patty's Day episode. Time to get lucky with some comics, flip some gold coins. What is going on?
Dude.
What is going on? Look at all the green.
I know it, man. We
got all these people green with envy.
You guys know we rap hard. We got Lucas Mortis, who is our stationed official Irish member of a comic book look, because that's where he lives. Hooked us up with a Waterford flag.
Yeah.
Studio still under construction.
Yep.
But as you can see, we still got K.E.N. in the cut tonight, man. I mean, he is their official fourth member now. So you made it to a holiday episode.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, glad to be here.
I think this is number 3 or third.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's one of me and John's favorite. We're both fucking love St. Patty's Day. Skylar, you know, doesn't care at all because he's a moron who doesn't even read comics. And
I'm not Irish. Who cares?
And Ken, John's already got him sporting that green shirt already.
Yeah.
And Ken came more prepared with green comics than any of us.
Yeah.
Especially Skylar. And
Sure.
But yeah, oh man, it's good to be here for a special episode of Comic Book Look. I mean, I want to just start off with the official entrance for Irish awesomeness creator this year for a Comic Book Look is Declan Shelby. He's the new artist on Moon Knight, and he has been just tearing it up for a long time. We saw him actually before when he was doing some stuff with Jeff Parker. He was doing, Thunderbolts or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? He was doing, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. the book.
No, it wasn't S.H.I.E.L.D. It was...
shitballs.
I can't believe, I'm sorry I can't think of it now, but he is a fucking great artist that everybody should be checking out for, and he's straight from the homeland.
Yeah.
Ireland.
We need to get back there sometime.
Exactly. I've never been there. You've been there.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I got awesome presents from you when you went. But yeah, so I'm going, and I totally will. Another, the Legacy creator, that's our Irish creator, is Garth Ennis. He's one of the greatest comic creators of all time. Wrote Preacher, wrote all the badass Punisher when it was Punisher Max, and just countless other books, and he's Irish as well. So
nice.
This episode is going to be the same quality that
Yeah.
Garth Ennis and Declan Shelby bring us on a normal basis.
Right.
And that's our vow.
Because that's the Irish way.
It's the Irish way.
It is.
You know what else is the Irish
The
way?
comic book look guarantee.
Woo! Cheers to being awesome. All right.
I can get along with that Irish tradition.
All right, I'm already half a beer down. This is going to go quick, guys. All right, but we are going to talk about comics, though. I mean, it is St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
First of all, is there any connection that you automatically get between comics and St. Patty's Day? John, Sky, Ken, any of you? I don't think so.
No.
Immediately,
Not
no.
particularly. You just
No.
you just start thinking of
Xenoscope's
characters
gonna do
that-
their usual pornographic
Why are there no
tits hanging
leprechaun
out
comics?
shit. Well, there are. They're just bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're grim fairy tale shit. And,
Oh.
yeah, but I mean, I think right away, I mean, I love Ireland, but nothing automatically when you think of St. Patrick's Day or Ireland goes comic books right away, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But I don't think there's any maybe holiday that would.
Yeah.
But as a comic book look, we like to look a little bit further
Okay.
than just what's on the surface and, bring out the books that have something to do with St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
We have literally, this is our third episode, so we've covered every book that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about Banshee. We've talked about all the Irish characters.
Yeah.
So now I like to see when, the number fourth element comes in and he has a stack of green books.
Fat stack, as a matter of fact, out here in South Dakota.
I mean, John, you're training him so well already.
He comes pre-programmed. It's so easy.
Oh, so he's programming you. That's what no.
What can I say?
No,
That
but
easy
thank
to
you,
go
Ken.
on.
Get into your books. Let's see.
Okay.
What's the first green special?
The first one I have is the issue number 100. It's an older issue, giant-sized 100th issue of The Web of Spider-Man.
Cover. It's so
I'm
pretty.
gonna get there.
Oh, yeah,
And it's got the
exactly. Yeah.
all-new spider armor, and it's got the shiny
He's
silver
not going to
cover.
bury the lead, bro.
Check that out.
Oh, man. And you know that John loves himself a shiny
I
cover.
totally just popped wood.
And do you have that book?
No.
So, Ken is rocking green shiny covers
Yep.
on St. Patty's Day.
Yep.
Books that you don't even have.
Spider-Man.
Up before me. Yep.
And I mean, just check out that badass armor.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I do want to point out that in here we were flipping
Here we
through
go.
it,
Here we go.
and we found. I believe
Hold
the
it up, hold it up.
the character's name is Nightwatch,
Right.
and I'm pretty sure that's Spawn.
Yeah, that's a Spawn ripoff.
It looks like Spawn.
And this book, what year
There's
came
no
out?
bullshit.
93. Perfect timing
Yeah.
when Spawn is at its hugest, and Marvel is just trying to get those creators back. They want Todd McFarlane back. They want Robert Liefeld back. They want Silvestri back, and doesn't happen.
Shout out
So
to
a
Rip
little
Ops.
over. Yeah. Shout out to Liefeld, #1 creator.
Yeah. Get
Right?
those coverage jobs on the shelves.
Fucking Liefeld, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
bullshit.
he's a long-hated member of. Oh, I don't just hate him. I know John hates him. We all hate Liefeld.
That's true.
I mean, he's
guess
been
about
the
And he
butt of a
runs
lot
his
of
mouth,
I
which
hate
is even
Liefeld,
funnier.
too.
He's been
Like
a
he
part
has
of a lot of
any
jokes.
ground to stand on.
I guess
at all.
I don't hate him yet. I guess.
Well,
Oh, dude.
he created
You
a
just
bunch
haven't
of
been
cool
here
ass.
long enough.
He
I guess I
created
haven't either.
he created a bunch of sick ass comics. I mean, no doubt about it. He invented Bishop. He invented like Deadpool.
Ooh.
He invented Prophet,
Okay.
which I love the book at Image now. And so like in the days by
He has
inventing it,
potential.
what he did was just draw a person with their mouth open, 1,000 pockets all
Yep.
over them, holding two swords that
Bulging.
didn't make sense, and the most bulging muscles ever up top.
Not proportionate.
smallest
Muscles on
waist.
top of muscles,
He's-
like abs on the arms.
And
stuff.
it is impossible for him to draw any sort
A
of
feat.
realistic feat.
Yep.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
You say that, and now I'm going through like the different ones I have, and I'm like, okay, I've got that one. Yeah, he totally does.
Yeah. I mean, John has a whole bunch, because he did a bunch of covers for X-Force when John loved that.
X-Force, I got a
Yeah.
bunch of X-Force.
So he did a bunch of those covers, and he always tries to cut the character off at the shin
because
so
he
you don't
can't
have to
draw
show the feet.
Right.
Or if he draws the feet, they're like the most dainty little.
Yeah,
Peter
it's
Pan.
like Cable's all ripped, wearing size 3 heels.
Yeah,
you know.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But
I mean, we support that, but whatever.
Maybe that was a subtle hint. Maybe he was wearing
Everybody
heels.
in the world has
Silly
different
Billy.
fortunes.
What? Oh, hell.
funny stuff, man. But yeah, all right, let's get
into the books, man.
Yeah, what do you got, John?
What do I got going on?
Yeah.
Got green going on. What do I got? Batman issue 29. What? Question mark on the front. Oh, snap. Riddler in green tights. Charming as always, but he's not in tights in this one. So, you know, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, phenomenal combo.
Okay, because you said you were kind of getting bored, right?
I'm still bored. I'm not going to lie. It was a great issue.
I thought
but
it was
really,
good, dude.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's cool to see the Riddler, but I'm just like, the awesomeness is starting to wear off because we have too much of a good
It's the
thing.
same thing. Yeah.
Right. So the quality is there. I'm going to stick with it, obviously, because I'd be an asshole not to, right? But
And they're putting out
ultimately,
cool books. I mean, like,
it is.
It's like a shiny. It's a glossy cover. It's
This
thick
zero
stock.
year shit needs to go away. Who gives a fuck? Give me continuity. Give me something current. Forever Evil up in this bitch. Give me something with a sack.
The
Let's
last
go.
thing they need is to tie it into Forever Evil.
Oh, Jesus. I'm just saying. I'm tired of the prequels, alright?
Yeah,
Scott
whatever.
Snyder, you know I'd still have a beer with you. We're both off the market at this point, so I'm sorry that's not going to work out. But whatever. You know, it's just whatever.
I feel you.
Well, my next
How many beers?
Wait. Yeah.
How many?
Oh,
4 out
shit.
of 6. Solid.
Oh yeah, still. I mean, for complaining about it and then giving it 4 out of
You
6
like
beers,
that?
you can't really. I mean, that's not.
You got lucky. Scott Snyder's lucky. On our St. Patty's Day episode.
Snap.
Dude, but totally, there has been multiple times when John has just ragged on a book and then he's like, 4 beers. And then there's times when John's like, no, but seriously, guys, there's a lot of really good stuff in this.
And they'll give it a 1.
2 beers.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
It has its moments.
No continuity.
No.
No,
There's
I mean,
plenty
it
of
is. It just makes sense to him.
Yeah. It's
For
in
me.
my own rating system.
Okay.
So stupid.
My next green book
Oh,
is Great Pacific.
Oh,
Why
it's
it's
going green.
Yeah,
It's recycling.
because it's going green.
yeah.
Nice.
It's all about taking. I
like
love
it.
it because Ken, you probably don't know anything about this.
Not a clue.
These guys
You will,
have put
though.
up with me
You will,
talking
though.
about like every issue.
Once he tells you about it, you're going to know it.
It's super cool. Okay, so the Great Pacific landmass of all the garbage that is in the Pacific, it's like huge.
The
Yeah,
North
they have a
Pacific Gyre.
Yep, exactly. So they have this guy, and he's like, "Fuck it, we're gonna figure out something to do with this shit." He makes this invention that can take all of it and mass it together, and he actually builds a new country called New Texas. He pays people to move out there. Yep, because he's from Texas and he wants to piss off Texas, so he calls it New Texas. And
Well, and they're trying to be their own nation with that star.
Yep.
I know I said that before, but
yep, and it's totally true. And
It
and
is.
and he's comes from oil money, so that's why he has like a bunch of
Good.
fucking money. Yep,
That's
I mean,
green. That's
yep,
green.
and he like
Yeah.
dissolved the company, and like a whole bunch of oil men lost a bunch of money, and they're pissed at him. And I mean, there's a whole bunch of political intrigue, but it's such a cool book because they mass it together. They built a place where you go out there. He's having all sorts of crazy stuff. Well, in this issue, he thinks that this guy just comes and there's an alien that just appears out of nowhere, and he's this crazy guy. He's human. He looks just insane, but they have no excuse for how he got there. They're out in the middle of nowhere. He's saying he's an alien from outer space, and then the Chaz Worthington is the main character of this, and he's the one who started New Texas. He's a young guy, like 27, and he's like, you're picked from aliens. You're supposed to, you're the chosen one for planet Earth. And so, like, you're going, where the fuck is this book going? Because before, we're talking only there's, like, an underwater club that you're fighting this one and you're fighting all the other countries. It's really political. And then there's a lot of these different, just kind of fun overtones to it and cool storytelling techniques. But then you're like, so now there's going to be an alien that is a part of this. And what it turns out to be, like, at first you don't believe him. Throughout the comic, they totally get you that you fucking think this guy's probably an alien and he just showed up.
Yeah.
But then it turns out that first chance he gets, he collects a bunch of information, dips. We're assuming the submarine that has been tracking them picked him up, and he just fucking tricked him completely. They later find like a boat that he must have used to try to get in on, and so it was a total fucking ploy to steal information from New Texas, but it's so cool because it's just one comic. Yeah. And so we got this series about this huge story, but they take one comic where anybody could pick this up and say, hey, this is I get what's going on here. This guy's supposed to be an alien and blah, 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 and then it ends up not being. So it's like a complete story in these 22 pages, but then it still progresses everything else. So totally fucking, I mean, they're still on. Cool.
It's still going strong.
That's they're awesome, hitting it hard with this, but I looked at the numbers. The sales keep on going down. I feel like
ever since they killed the squid, son of a bitch.
There's like 5 more squids.
Bullshit.
And now Chaz can control them.
Sequels always suck.
Not always.
Yeah.
What?
Not always. What? See, John?
Oh, okay.
Empire Strikes, or what was it? The Star Wars sequel.
That doesn't count.
The second Godfather.
Oh, prequels.
Whatever.
It was
the prequels are horrible.
But anyway, totally a really cool book. I'd give it 5 out of 6.
Okay.
And I mean, you just can't give it 6 out of 6 because I just keep on going back to Burn the Orphanage last week, and that's a 6 out of 6 book where it is so different and outstanding.
Last week or next week?
We just time traveled.
Jesus.
I meant last week.
What?
Or next week.
We time traveled.
Oh, totally.
Spoiler alert.
Time travel. When do we want to
magically delicious?
It doesn't matter.
Hey, I should have brought my TARDIS. I'm so
look
sorry.
Look for my Burn the Orphanage review next week.
What the fuck just happened? Oh, bullshit. All right. Let's keep it green. It green.
Wait, skipping me?
Yeah.
More green.
Skipping me? Yeah. Oh, can you just halfway through his review just blur back him? No.
Well, I'm going to review The Fish Police just because it has a green character on the cover.
That is the best.
There's a green guy on the cover. With
show them the inside. Show them how green
putting
it is.
his hand into his pants?
I actually think he might, and
is it a fish
bone?
No, he kind of looks like he's got a fish boner.
He's doing the fist,
I think he's digging it under the armor to kind of give it the old twist.
He's a little happy to see it.
Shout.
Yeah.
But
show them how green it is inside the book, Ken.
You're such a dick.
But the beauty,
green it should be used.
The main reason I got this one is I don't know if anyone is a child of the '90s, but I remember when this was a TV show.
But that's bullshit. We're all childs in the '90s.
Yeah.
Nobody
knows John Ritter was the voice of Inspector Gill. It was only on for like a half a season.
John Ritter?
Yeah.
He's the voice of Clifford.
How do you remember half a season of a show when you were a kid?
Because it was a good show. I was so disappointed.
I guess I was probably too busy watching just Turtles and Power Rangers. That's all I really ever cared about.
Well, the thing that made it unique is it was like The Simpsons at the time. It was a prime time cartoon.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't remember what station it was on, but yeah, it was a bit different that way because it was one of the only ones at the time. I think it was probably Fox, to be honest, probably.
Yeah, they're the only ones who ever do that.
But yes, I picked this one up today, and I decided to show it just because the character on the front was green. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Well, Ken, beer rating.
Oh,
he can't give a beer rating. He hasn't read it yet. He just picked it up today.
I flipped through it, and okay, wait, there was one. If I can,
you got to give it at least 2 beers because that's how much liquid it has been.
I just love the way they actually
an ad for Mage on the back, which is sick.
Because like here they are at the pool. I love it.
That's
fish,
at least 2 beers.
Fish people swimming at the pool.
Yeah.
It's like SpongeBob physics there, you know? They're swimming in the pool under the water.
It's like the on Finding Nemo where he's up over the water yelling for his son. He has to dive back under the water to catch a breath and go back up.
The logic, yeah, it's
just
perfect comic book logic. So
exactly.
So okay, from the cover art, I'll rate the cover. Well, you know, now that you pointed out the masturbating fish, it has to be at least a 5 out of 6.
Agreed.
Fish with a
what
sword.
The fuck?
I mean, it's called frog, but
frog
looks more like a frog to me.
It's kind of
like catfish whiskers, though.
No, that's true.
And
I think that's just a Japanese frog.
And it has a tail.
Okay, he's a tadpole.
Yeah, he's a tadpole. There you go. He's a catfish tadpole.
He's got a sword and armor, so I'm not going to fuck with him. So.
I wouldn't either. He's masturbating on the cover.
I wouldn't.
Don't get near him.
Reptilian swang. All right. Shout out.
What do you got, Green Boy?
Swang. All right, you guys. Here's that number one bullshit. Avengers Undercover right?
Avengers Undercover.
We already got.
You know what we need?
Got
another Avengers book.
You know what we need though? Something else undercover besides Secret Avengers. So how counterproductive is this title? So.
Is this like the underground, edgy, badass?
It's
right.
It's the Avengers 21
right.
Jump Street.
But,
which hero becomes a villain?
But
Iron Man.
But there's a twist. There's a twist, and this is awesome. Avengers Arena wrapped up, right? So the people survived Arcade's Murder World bullshit. These are the young characters. So now they're like, let's go ahead and make Zemo, the guy in the center, think that we're all villains so that we can team up with him and then kick his ass. So it's kind of an interesting twist. These are characters I've grown to love through Avengers Academy and Avengers Arena, and now this. So the cast is thinning out, and there's only 5 of them left.
Do we got are any of those young Avengers still? Did they make it through Arena?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So there's a couple of them, and they're angry. No, he died. Hazmat's there.
Spoilers.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Yeah, spoiler alert. You gotta actually read the book. I mean, you really don't have to if you watch the show. But
you really should read that.
You should. I totally think you should totally buy this book for $3.99. All right.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck number ones.
Yeah, fuck number ones. So, anyways, shout out to Dennis Hopeless because this book is also kind of hopeless in my eyes. But I'll still pick it up because it's awesome.
Is that one of the creators?
You gotta give it up for Oscar Wilde wordplay like that.
So I'm just going to
nice.
I'm just going to give that a 2 out of 6 and pretend like it never happened. But Baron Zemo makes a cameo and he's Thunderbolts material.
You go. Thunderbolts, number 1 bad guy. Mark Bagley represent.
I'm done. I'm done with that one.
Here.
All right, Tom.
How many beers?
All right, I'll go into the next one.
Yeah.
How many beers?
Oh yeah, did you say beers?
4 to 6.
1?
4 to 6.
Oh, 4.
Oh,
or was it 2? I don't remember.
I don't think
he jumps on 4 2. He doesn't even know.
I just cast my ratings.
We'll call it
dice here. That's how John does it.
I'm kind of an equal opportunity comic book consumer.
The funny thing about John is he's not rolling a 6-sided dice; it's a 20-sided dice, and he has this weird algorithm to derive the rating.
That's a great word.
That's why they occasionally vary.
And then we're nerds, and it's 19-sided dice, not 20. You fucking idiot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. You
want to play Magic over it?
Yeah.
Oh,
we should do that sometime.
All right, here is.
How's this book?
My next one. I'm still enjoying it.
Okay.
But this ties into St. Patrick's Day because Mark Miller is from Scotland.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Frank Quietly's from London.
What?
And Ireland has been at war with both of those places.
A comic book look, people. Historical as well as informative.
Shout out to politics.
What? Okay. So, that's how I'm going with that one. But anyway, this is Jupiter's Legacy. It's about...
You're not going to do a geographic where they kind of...
yeah, well, Ireland. Northern Ireland, still owned by the fucking dirty Brits. And we would like that back anytime. Scotland, right over here, attached to fucking England. They're together. They're like idiots. And here's smart Ireland. Northern Ireland, fucking tricolor represent.
And where's Wales in all of this?
They're also attached to...
Scotland's actually attempting to disband.
Are they? Good.
Separate, because they're holding
girl pair.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. I know anything. We live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I mean, I could care less.
We're so far removed from every country but Canada.
Exactly. All I know is old stories about how the Irish are always pissed at Northern Ireland because Northern Ireland's just full of a bunch of Brits and they won't give us the fucking land back. And that's the big Protestant.
Kind of like America.
It's the classic Protestants versus Irish. So I'm going to just throw a quick one out here to my boy Snake Belly. He is a Protestant Irish, Jake Kelly, and I am a Catholic Irish.
Oh shit!
Well,
so
and
is there going to be a car bomb going off?
The snakes that were driven from Ireland were the Protestant Catholics.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Jake kind of a snake?
Yeah.
Jake the snake.
And that's
snake.
Well, that's why, and that's why he being Irish doesn't actually really participate in the celebration. He likes to go get the corned beef and hash. He's gonna be mad.
Corned beef,
but he is not. He does not support St. Patrick
because it's
an Irish fucking thing. He's fucking descendant of the Protestants.
But it's a celebration of St. Patrick, and the reason he's a saint was because he drove the Protestants out.
Yeah, because they're chumps.
Oh, snap.
Comic book look exclusive.
So
I think they call us like Huns, and tricolors, and then you call them a bunch of names. I mean, it's really funny. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like that, they're still fucking feuding about this, but that's just the Irish in you. You know, you just are like they're bred to hate.
Protestants and Catholics. I don't get it because
they both believe in God.
Yeah, it's like
and anyone who
it's like arguing over which way you cross.
The IRA,
yeah,
classic.
But thank God for all of this, because without the IRA, you're missing. I mean, so many badass bad guys in movies are IRA guys, and all the cool documentaries about the IRA, Sons of Anarchy.
Comic Book Look does not support terrorism,
except for IRA.
Especially
on St. Patrick's Day, bro.
Whoa!
Now watch, something horrible happens in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, and we'll be like, shit.
I still support it.
Oh, okay.
Down with the Protestants. I'm just kidding. I don't even believe in God. But anyway, here we go, guys.
Jupiter's Legacy.
This is...
What?
Anyway, this is a crazy book about these superheroes that there was a very... we're getting to learn more on how they actually got their power, but this mom and dad is basically perfect, and they're basically, you just think Superman, Wonder Woman, who get married, they have kids, they're perfect, they do everything right. Their kids, not so much. They fuck up a lot. Ends up being their kids kill them because they think we need to take over this world and just shape it, get it into shape. Say like we're the leaders. Well, they do that in the last issue, and then this issue is like down the road, and nothing is fixed. Everything is still gone to shit, and you get to see like how these kids that were that did the actual killing are having all these second guesses on how they're going to do this, what they're going to run, how the world's going to be. Was that the right decision? Obviously, fucking not. It wasn't not the right decision, but it's going into some really deep shit on how terrible they are, and then they introduce this person who's actually like a son or daughter of one of those superheroes, but they don't know about it, that they're keeping in hiding, and he and is anytime he can, he tries to go and say whatever, do superhero shit, and he's from Australia, so now they are just getting wind that hey, there's been a lot of mysterious saves in Australia. So in the next issue, you're gonna get this little kid. Gonna probably have to go heads up with these baddies, but it's done in such a cool way, and I am such a huge fan of Frank Quietly's art that I'm gonna fan of Frank Quietly's, and
have another beer.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Frank Quietly's art that I just loved it so much. Obviously, I have his other stuff right on the wall in frames, and it's so refreshing to read a Mark Millar book and then not have there be like rape and misogyny and a bunch of terrible things that because he's a real shock guy. He always tries to shock you, and I feel like so far he's actually just writing good books. Right. So hopefully this sticks with it. But because of the art 6 out of 6, story 3 out of 6. So we'll give it a 4.
Okay.
For
calculating averages up in the.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not giving it a 5.
All right.
But yeah, still definitely worth picking up, and still great art, best art of the game.
Nice.
Yeah. So what up? What else you got, John?
I have one more. Not a lot of green on this. Not a lot of green on this one, but yeah, I just had to totally pick this up at the 50-cent bin. Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew.
By DC Comics.
8102.
From like 1982. Gotta love it.
Badass.
It's just full of horrible puns. Leaping lettuce. It's the space rabbit.
Love it.
Not to mention it's Pittsburgh. So, horrible puns. I mean, here's the main villain. A giant purple rabbit with a big head. Gotta love it.
Oh my god.
I just think it's so crazy. And
that's like a Galactus
rabbit. Yeah.
Galactus rabbit.
It actually kind of reminds me of the robot that's set loose on the world in Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, yeah.
I like to boogie, but I'm not gay. I like to boogie. And it just repeats.
That's all it's like.
I just, on the concept alone, I'd have to give it
I agree, dude. I mean, you scored on those books.
That was just, I just saw that one, I'm like, Captain Carrot.
I mean, I've never heard of it. It's so absurd. I'd love to have that book. That's a great book.
Well, and as I get... St. Patrick's Day is kind of a springtime leaping lettuce. Ooh, the lettuce is leaping out of the ground.
Lettuce.
There's our tie-in.
Lettuce is green.
And it's green.
Green.
Yeah.
Let's talk some green then.
There we are.
Right?
Scroll green?
Scroll Green,
I almost brought my
Secret
scroll.
Invasion 1 through 8. I finally read the event. This event
Oh,
happened...
you haven't read that before?
No. This event happened right before I jumped on the Dark Reign Dark
shit.
Avengers, right? So I'm like, let's do my homework, right? Sweet cover. I even bought the poster book at the shop, so I'm ready to go. It was a fun event, all in all. I'm kind of glad I started at Dark Reign instead of this, because if I started on this, I might not be here right now. I don't know. It was cool. It was a good prequel. Norman's in there. Thunderbolts make cameos in there.
I thought it started strong and ended weak.
It actually, the core book kind of sucked. I'd rather read the tie-ins, I think, which I don't think I've ever said. I don't know, though.
Yeah, right. You have said that during Dark Reign since you bought every tie-in.
I don't want to talk about that. That didn't happen.
That happened,
Totally
bro.
happened.
That totally happened.
I'm still paying that
I
shit
showed
off.
I showed you like one book. You read one book. You go to the shop. Next thing I know, you bought 40 books. I was like, dude, I only bought 3 this week.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Like, you just started reading.
This is the classic John continuity, like, OCD.
Yeah. But I mean, it is. It's a huge event.
We
You
always
should
come back to
You
that.
should read it.
I needed to get my nerd stripes on, so that's that. That's how
I mean, you really should, as a Marvel fan, should go like House of M,
Yeah.
Civil War,
Yeah.
Secret Invasion, Dark Reign, whatever, all of them all the way up, you know.
Yeah.
Because they include every hero. You get
Yeah.
to see everybody, and everybody's trying to fucking stop these big things, and the world's always about to end. And Skrulls, in this one, like fucking, isn't Captain America a Skrull in this one?
It actually doesn't quite reveal that, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
it doesn't, not yet. I
No.
mean, somebody, I mean,
Unless they didn't
there's
finish it.
no, there's just some main Skrulls.
Yeah.
Who are some main guys that end up being Skrulls? Pym?
The Hawkeye's chick, Mockingbird, he was like, oh, no, I wanted to marry you. And she was like, relax, I still got my skills. I'm just a Skrull.
I'm just a Skrull.
Yeah. I mean, if Ken ended up being a Skrull, I'd be like, that's okay, you're still hung, like, awesome. So.
Oh, God.
Oh,
And, I mean, you're a Skrull, so you're a shapeshifter. So, I mean,
Right.
you'd be
Of course
like,
you would be.
next time you shapeshift, shape into, like, Peter North. And,
He's got that a lot.
Oh, jeez.
getting too dirty.
Oh.
I just that always
St.
brings me
Patty's
back to
Day.
the
You have
to wash your
Deadpool
mouth out with
versus
soap.
the Skrulls short run that I've read.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only experience I've actually had with the Skrulls.
Dude, you gotta read the Skull Crush Crew,
Yeah.
or Skull
Yeah.
Kill Crew.
This is so stupid.
So ridiculous.
Wait,
and
yeah,
awesome.
the Skulls or the Skrulls?
Scrolls.
Skrull.
Skrull.
S-K-R-U-L-L.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're the
Skrull.
guys with the green.
Do you think
nose.
Peter
Skrulls, yeah,
North's
the
a Skrull?
Skrull Kill Crew, though,
I think he is.
awesome.
Do you think
Super
Peter
Skrull.
North is a Skrull?
I think Peter North is definitely a
With
Skrull.
with those dimensions?
I agree.
Make her say, oh. Pause.
Maybe a Super Skrull.
St.
Alright.
Patty's Day, we're getting lucky with
Alright.
comics. Let's
John, I
go.
saw that you picked this up.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did.
Did you read it?
Yeah, dude. I actually did.
Did you like them?
Yes. I got the reprint.
Nice.
Yes. It was a fun series. I
Little
like
weird.
the clicks.
Yeah.
I like the clicks.
I don't know if you remember me talking about that
Yes.
Jimmy Robinson book, though.
Wait,
Um,
which one?
5 Weapons,
Okay.
about a kid who goes into an assassin school and he has to learn the 5 different weapons. So, like, it's from Image. It came out a year ago. It's like, there's so many similarities.
Dude, Mike was going off about that. How many Assassin School books do we have? Because he was over at our house helping us paint, and he was going off about that. And I'm like,